Yo, are you tired of trying a bandit trick just to get blown up like this idiot? In order to fix this, at the beginning of each round, you should put a hole in each wall before reinforcing. This will allow you to hear through the wall better. Here is an example. Now that was just the first of many tips to come in this video. Before we continue, please make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button. We are currently on the road to 100 subscribers. Let's get it. Are you struggling to hit headshots? Because if so, that is okay. I have a simple tip to fix this. The next time you are near a barricade, look for these buckles on the door frame next to it and line it up to the second one from the floor up. This is exactly head level and where you should be aiming. Here's an example. Now as you can see, it is directly on his head at head level. Shooting glass on windows. At the beginning of each round, you should start breaking the glass on windows. This will help you and your team be able to hear enemies on the outside of windows if they are nearby. Tuck rule, start swinging on sound cues instead of holding an angle. Now imagine there's somebody out there where I pinged. Instead of holding an angle like this idiot, I want you to start tucking yourself in and start swinging on sound cues, like if you hear them walk in, run in, or whatever. And then when you do, you can just simply pre-fire. Now here's an even better trick. Instead of just waiting for them to walk in, you can throw down a Legion mine or whatever gadget you got and just simply wait for them to activate it, and then you can swing off that sound cue. Now you would just sit here, and the second they walk in and hit it, you swing them. Please, especially as a defender, start using cameras more. Whether you're anchoring down sight, roaming, or whatever, hop on cams at the beginning of each round. Just simply knowing where the enemies are pushing in will help your gameplay so much more. And whenever you're dead, do not put that controller down and pick that phone up and hop on TikTok. Get on cams and help your team out. Helping your team get all the information you can will help your team win more rounds. And for God's sake, please stop red pinging. I know the camera still got a shot, but just yellow ping. Start saving your utility more. Now this one is especially for all my Lion fans out there. Please stop using your Lion scan at the beginning of each round. Even if you ping somebody, it would only last for 2 seconds and you're outside, so you can't even do nothing with it. A good way of using it is to use it right before you swing an enemy. Also save one for when you or your teammate plants. Not only does this hide the sound cue of planting the diffuser, this causes the enemies to slow down and allow you to plant safer. Start saving impacts whenever you're defending. Yes, impacts are a good way for making a rotate if you don't have no other way of doing it. But if you're an operator like Wamai or anybody with a shotgun, start saving your impacts. You want to save your impacts for shield players. Or if you down somebody and you can't quite finish them off with your gun, toss an impact at them. Find a power spot. One of my favorite power spots is right at the edge of top white stairs of Oregon. As you can see, I placed my barbed wire on white stairs so I know when somebody comes up, and I put a rotate between the sites. And I have my Arunis on crucial entry points, so whenever they enter, I know when to swing and when not to. Now this is just one of my favorite power spots. You can find many more across the game. I talked about crosshair placement, now I'm going to talk about aim. One of the best ways of improving your aim is using the shooting range in Rainbow Six Siege. You can practice against the dummies or against these red balls like I'm doing. Another great way is arcade, free-for-all, or team deathmatch. Now don't just run around and do stupid stuff, actually take it serious. You should spend 5 to 7 minutes using the ACOG, then 5 to 7 minutes using the holographic or whatever 1.0 site you prefer. Improving your aim will have you hitting one taps like this. Claymore placement. Now most people would put their claymores on a doorway like this, which is okay if you're copper. Now I want you to imagine that I am a defender about to run out on this door. You see how that claymore is placed? I would have instantly blown up. Now what if you're placing a claymore inside? Simple. Try to place it to where only one line is showing, as this will be harder for defenders to see it and to shoot it. Now a defender can still impact it or sometimes shoot it if they get close, but it is still better to do. You should also start getting creative with your claymores. Imagine if you are defending, you wouldn't know what to do. Unless you have impacts, of course. But that's a different scenario. Keep your sights up as you're pushing in. Now I want you to watch this clip and see what I did wrong. So far, it looks like I'm doing everything correctly, right? Wrong. Just because you droned it does not mean it is clear. This is Rainbow Six Siege. You have to start expecting the unexpected. Somebody could easily have rotated here and swung out on me and killed me. Stop using unnecessary reinforcements. It looks like I'm just setting side up normally going to reinforce this wall on freezer. Now you would want to reinforce the whole wall if you are copper. You need to start utilizing head holes and stop reinforcing unnecessary things. Now for some reason, all the low ranks love reinforcing this wall. Instead, you should put a hole in the top right so you can watch the back stairs. And never reinforce this wall off fully. Always try to leave a hole in one side of these walls so you and your teammates can rotate from construction. Now if you do feel the need to reinforce something, just go reinforce something random off-site. This is a win-win situation. You are able to get your 10 points, and your teammates don't have to get screwed over by an unnecessary reinforcement. Learn about default plant spot. When attacking top 4 on Chalet, most attackers like to plant behind half wall, also known as default plant spot. Now you can prevent attackers from planting on default spot using nitro cells from below. Placing it on the wall like that instead of the floor itself will prevent attackers from being able to hear it better, which will allow you to go for the sneaky C4 play. Here's a way to stop default plant on Oregon. And here's one last way to stop default plant on Clubhouse. Start pre-placing your drones more. Let's say you're attacking this hatch. Now you would obviously drone out this room. But since you already have a pre-placed drone into sight, you don't even have to keep droning. You can just hop down and then hop on that pre-placed drone in sight. And once you gather all the information and intel you need, aim down sight and push up. Now those are all the tips that I have for you for today. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We are currently on the road to 100 subscribers. Peace.